Dangers of the Blind Age Movement. Dangers of the Blind Age Movement, revealed from the inside. As you may see, I do not recognize this as the so-called New Age movement, as it's called, and that is because their beliefs, techniques, and therapies originate from ancient times. Most of it even originates from the time when we lived in the jungle. I know someone who has a very high position in the Blind Age movement, and I thus have seen through many years how this system actually works. I do not think the entire New Age movement is corrupt, though it's become so infested with problems that the soil it was built on is close to poisonous. It's important to note that a lot of the money earned by people practicing these therapies are earned illegally, meaning that it's not taxed. The way these psychic hotlines work, where you call in and ask a psychic woman or man what your future will bring, is that they always begin with asking you about your date of birth and your zodiac sign. By knowing this, they can tell a lot about you already. You probably know that a certain zodiac sign lists a lot of different personality characteristics based on your zodiac sign, and your zodiac sign is directly related to the position of the sun when you were born. If you were born between June 22nd and July 22nd, then you would have the zodiac sign the Crab, or Cancer as it originates from Latin. It means cardinal, water personal. It has the keyword I feel, and now the list of personality traits connected to the Crab, just to use an example, is long, and it therefore would take a lot for it not to match with you how you are. So when you have a very long list of personality characteristics, it probably will match with you, regardless of if you have the zodiac sign this or that. Just to list it, the Cancer person is described as protective, sensitive, compassionate, tenacious, retentive, resourceful, empathetic, a great leader, charming, independent, mysterious, powerful, self-contained, intelligent, family and home-oriented, maternal, security-oriented, philosopher, honest, nurturing, motherly, warm, sympathetic, artistic, passionate, self-sacrificing, patriotic, sentimental, musical, emotional, and loving. They can also be touchy, clingy, overprotective, moody, and crabby. Suitable occupations are where shrewd but sensitive nature can be constructively employed, or in looking after others, such as nurses, flight attendants, gardeners, and archaeologists. Fashion and hairdressing, hoteliers, politicians, estate agents. In medical astrology, Cancer governs the stomach and breasts. In astrology, Cancer is ruled by the moon. The water form of Cancer is a torrent such as rain, a river, or the flow of the ocean. As you probably heard from that long list of personality characteristics, if you just tell the psychic woman your zodiac sign, she suddenly can say a lot about you. Although this list was very general, you probably recognized yourself in the list yourself, and that is the issue. When you have a very long list of personality characteristics, it's gonna match regardless. And so, as you heard, the list is very long, and everybody could relate to something on this list. So by purely listing this, it seems like the psychic knows a lot about you, though she doesn't. She just knows the list. The next concept behind this is letting you decide what kind of reading you want to have done, and it usually is either connected to your future in regards to love, family, health, economic, or general future. When you have selected one of these, the rest of the conversation consists of generally compliments balanced by twists of uncertainty. It still is fraudulent and blind to accept this as the truth, because sadly many of those who call in to these psychic hotlines do this as an alternative to calling other hotlines for problems. And they really need professional help. Most of those people who call into these psychic people aren't in the right place. They should call someone else who knows their problems a lot better. Another magical instrument often used by these psychics is the use of rocks, mostly attractive crystals. These crystals are given a lot of personality traits also, and you should, of course, know that these crystals have all kinds of functions as far as the psychic people are concerned. Of course, that's a part of the fraud. This issue with all these techniques are that they remove the focus from the mind, and that is always dangerous. Many of psychics' rituals require factors which contribute to the initiation of mystic communication, are indicative of the danger of such psychic states. The mystic status is favored by such things as physical fatigue, fasting, psychic disassociation, profound aesthetic experiences, vivid sex impulses, fear, anxiety, rage, and wild dancing, much of the material use arising as a result of such preliminary preparation has its origin in the subconscious mind. There is also the fear that these kinds of alternative people will set the stage for the much dreaded New World Order,